Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So, I was actually a little bit surprised by how much we got last night. One of the major things we're going to be getting, which I guess we're not really going to cover here, because for some reason Global does not tweet them, but we of course are going to be getting the EZAs for the Namek, Vegeta, and Goku, as well as the Krillin and Gohan. Those characters are going to be getting EZAs with this content batch. So now that we're also talking about a lot of characters that were already released on JP, but are going to be coming to Global this week, the data download, which is going to be a little bit under 24 hours, Global maintenance is scheduled to end at 4 a.m. my time tomorrow. So again, about 22 hours from now is when maintenance is scheduled to end. It could be like a 15 character data download. This typically is a quieter time of the year, but it does seem like we're going to get a pretty fat stack of stuff coming. So this is seemingly a new thing they might be trying here. So previously, forever, Dokkan would announce events kind of like separately, right? Like they would announce like, okay, like the new Super Battle Road stage is coming, this is coming, that's coming. Seems like here they might be going with something a little bit different. Just one news article that has a lot of stuff coming. So Global and JP are both getting several of the things here, but Global's getting some extra stuff. So this new event, Surprise Reunion, the Dragon Family, I'm not sure what this is. This couldn't be the Halloween character, could it? Maybe that's what that is, but I mean, I wouldn't expect the Halloween stuff to be this week, but I'd expect it to be next week. But I like, this guy's just seemingly out of nowhere. This Goten right here. And the reason I find this pretty surprising, I would say, is because we're also expecting, at least 5 new characters coming. Let me actually pull them up real quick. This right here, these characters. So what we have is Gohan and Piccolo, Yamcha, Krillin, Tien, and Chaozu. That's 5 new free-to-play characters who are going to be coming in this data download. And then, I mean, there's a good chance this guy EZAs too. So, I mean, that's 6 characters right there. This is a 7th character, the Goten. Then 8 and 9 would be the 2 major EZAs. And then there's all the missing global characters too, which are starting to file in here. So this is a lot, man. There's a lot coming. Now, this... right now, I mean, I've talked about it at length, but when I'm talking about like how good characters are, there's 4 major fights I consider. There's Super Gogeta and Super Janemba, which are out on Global. There's the Goku and Frieza fight. In my opinion, that's the hardest fight. That is the main fight I like to focus on. That one is not quite here yet. And then the last is this Bulma right here. Is devastating. She has annoying gimmicks that are just a pain in the ass to deal with. So I think this is one of the harder fights there is. At least, definitely the most annoying fight in Dokkan history. So I do like to consider this fight as well. This is coming to Global. That's very good. Then here, this is the Dokkan event announcement for Roshi. So does that not... It doesn't get even its own... Yeah, that's weird. Is it always just going to be this? Huh, interesting. But yeah, the Roshi Dokkan event is coming. We have new quest mode stages are coming. A new Infinite Dragon Ball History stage is coming. That is something I believe that JP has already got, though. That's not coming to JP, the Infinite Dragon Ball History stage. There's a new Extreme Super Battle Road stage, which is coming to both versions. And then Global is getting a Videl Burst mode, which has previously already been out on JP. And then Frieza, Full Power Frieza burst mode. And then JP is also getting the Full Power Frieza burst mode. So, interesting, right? Like this is potentially a new way for them to, have, events announced. So all of a sudden, I mean, this is pretty good, right? Because we've got this going on right here, all this stuff. I mean, keep in mind that this is this week's content. Next week, we're getting another Dokkan Fest. So Global is getting, I mean, Gohan and Piccolo, in here, right? That'll work on in Piccolo. Then Roshi's coming out in here, and then we're getting another Dokkan Fest. And then, I mean, who knows when Jiren's going to come out? Probably like the second week of November or something like that. This is good, though, because now Global is only missing Jiren, right? Because, okay, so let's just jump over here. Here, we don't need this. Here's what Global tweeted. So we have Bunny Bulma, Dokkan Fest Master Roshi. But then they also tweeted Mai and Kaket as well, also coming. So, I mean, this is 2 of the 3 missing banners there. So, I'm going to assume Mai and Kaket might just be added to Master Roshi's banner. Could potentially be what we're going to see. Roshi himself is pretty good. I do think Master Roshi, again, is a solid character. I think he's pretty good. Going to be like a slot 2, a slot 3 character. He does have some restrictions, right? He wants Bulma. He wants Peppy Gals on the team. He wants Turtle School allies on the team. He does have more than a few restrictions, right? Which do hold him back a little bit. But he's got a lot of good abilities. He's fun. Characters look really, really busted on this guy's team, because you just have so much support from LR Bulma and this guy and a lot of characters. It can look really quite crazy, right? So I do think Roshi's good. Bunny Bulma is pretty good. She's, got a ton of support for Dragon Ball Saga, Earthbred Fighters, and Peppy Gal allies. She's an orb changer. She's got a ton of dodge. She's a good banner unit. This is like one of those good banner units that we could have. And then we've also got Kaket and Mai. Now, Mai, I mean, all 3 of these, this could be the core of Roshi's team right here. I'm going to assume, again, that Mai and Kaket are actually going to be featured on Roshi's banner. Because what happened previously was, this is just the Peppy Gal banner, right? Which is just only Peppy Gal characters and has, Mai and Kaket on it. And then Roshi had his own Dokkan Fest banner, which is really horrible, right? Now, by the way, for JP, I like JP's just not getting this stuff because JP's already got it. There's not going to be like some banner or something like that replacement. Think of this just simply as extra stuff for Global. The Roshi, this Roshi and all this stuff, right? JP is not going to be getting a replacement for any of this, because it's JP is going to be moving through its normal schedule, which Global will also be following. But then a couple of points throughout the next, month, I guess, there's going to be some extra content kind of slid in right here, so that Global can kind of have everything, be caught up with everything. Now, they did not tweet out Videl, but to be fair, Global, for some stupid reason, never does tweet out these EZA characters. So I guess it's conceivable that we could see Videl actually in the data download. And then I guess if Videl could be in the data download, I guess it's also possible that we could see Kawaii and Margarita as well. Now, Kaket is actually going to be impactful if you get her. And so could Margarita's EZA if it drops as well. Because remember, the Goku and Frieza fight, to me, is the hardest fight in the game. I definitely think that's the most difficult fight. Then Universe 11 is a mission. 4 Universe 11 characters in the Goku and Frieza fight is very tough. Because Tech Jiren and Dispo, the way their kits are, works really bad for the Goku and Frieza fight. Jiren's does a little bit too against 17, but Jiren can be obviously very good against 17 and Golden Frieza as well as Goku and Frieza. So that's good for Jiren, right? To potentially be able to be effective. But Margarita and Kaket, they're actually quite good for that Goku and Frieza fight. So this unit should be pretty effective as long as you got Peppy Gal, Universe 11, or this is still a typo. It's been here forever. This is supposed to be a tech type enemy. This is tech type enemy right there. And then she gives you a Scouter. She's got tons of damage reduction. She's just like a strong, sturdy character, but she will work much better, again, in that Goku and Frieza fight than, say, Dispo will, right? Where Dispo, you have a lock, the 17 locking phase can crush Dispo. Then you have 17 and Golden Frieza who are dodge canceling, which hurts Dispo. Dispo, oh, by the way, has to super attack 500 times to build his damage up to a respectable degree, which doesn't work against the damage threshold check bullshit that Goku and Frieza have, that they employ, right? So the entire structure of the fight, Dispo does nothing. Disposable is exactly what he is in that Goku and Frieza fight. He's worthless, basically. He will not be able to do very much because he can't damage Goku and Frieza. His best defensive ability is nullified against 17 and Golden Frieza, and then he is a character that could be susceptible to the lock and kill from 17. So there's that. Lot of stuff coming. This is good. We're on track to, getting everything out on Global Dokkan. And then, we've got all the content the same, all the characters, everything moving forward is the same. That's really good. So, again, we'll see. Maintenance is going to start later tonight. We'll see how the maintenance is going to work. What characters and stuff like that are going to be there. So, let me know what you guys think about all of the content coming to Global and JP. Thanks, guys, for watching. And I will catch you guys next time.